You've seen it before. That video of someone blowing up overnight, that TikTok that hits 1 million views in a day, that YouTuber who just appeared out of nowhere, and part of you thinks, maybe that'll be me next time. But here is the awful truth that really nobody ever tells you. Overnight success is a myth, and believing that it's true will quietly steal away at your patience, your confidence, and your creativity. So why do we want to believe that overnight success is possible? Humans in general just love stories. We all want the hero's journey condensed. We want that climb, we want that struggle all in one frame. We love seeing the result, but we don't like to see the process. And that's why so many creators quit so soon. They compare their first few months to someone else's 10 years of progress. On Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, there's this really awful trend. There's people that sell these overnight success courses. They're selling these step-by-step systems that claim to make you rich very fast. Do this and you'll blow up in a week. And it never works. For the people that actually buy these courses that fall for these scams, nothing actually works for them. Not because that they're bad at uploading, not because they're unlucky, but because the courses are useless and a waste of money. They sell the illusion of success. They sell hope. They sell that idea that it's just a few tweaks away. But you know what they never include in the little courses? They never include the real work behind the process, their creativity, the skill building, the persistence. That's completely missing. And Instagram is only making it worse. A lot of creators, they like to flash these polished graphic videos of people living luxuriously on a yacht, some people drinking a martini in Dubai. And while you scroll, you think to yourself, if only I followed this guy, maybe I could get there too. But unfortunately, my friend, that's just not the reality of it. It's just marketing, and it's designed to make you feel like you're behind. The reality of overnight success is that there are years of work and effort put behind it. Every single viral video you see, before it was released, there were hundreds of experiments before it worked out. Every single big creator you admire, they've been uploading, practicing, failing long before anyone even noticed. I mean, literally. Go right now, search on Mr. Beast's channel, and look at some of his oldest videos. Even billion-dollar companies take years before they get a single bit of traction. What looks like magic is really just a compounded effort over a long period of time. I think the big problem is the internet makes everything feel immediate. You see these large creators get instant likes, instant views, instant comments, and your brain starts expecting that for everything. If there's anything in this world that actually creates success, it's two words: consistency and persistence. Just luck itself does not create success whatsoever. Learning from your past failures does. Every single upload you make, every imperfect video you release, every risk you take, it's basically building this momentum. You're learning skills along the way, and even if you can't see it, it's happening quietly in the dark, when no one is watching. A big skill that you could learn that could do you some well is the power of patience. It's very tempting to want to speed things up, chase trends, copy formulas, or try to force something just to work. The creators who make it to the big leagues are the ones who practice patience. They are the ones that embrace slow growth. They're the ones who embrace the messy middle. They embrace that plateau-y phase. They embrace the doubts, and they embrace the days where nobody watches their videos. That's where the character gets built, and that's where their voices truly form. A lot of the times, we don't hear about the creator who uploaded 300 videos before they get viral. We don't hear about the musician who performed in empty rooms for years, or the writer who was rejected a dozen times before a publisher said yes. No one talks about that part because no one cares about that part. The crazy thing, though, is that's the part where things matter. I think it's just within human instinct to scroll and think to yourself, they made it overnight, why can't I? You're just not seeing the years behind the screen. You're really only seeing the tip of the iceberg, the part that's above the water. You're ignoring all the months, the sweat, the quiet learning, all invisible to the algorithm. So I guess here's the paradox. When something seems instantaneous, it's usually the result of a decade of experience compressed into one moment, hundreds of failed attempts that went unseen, and an audience finally catching up to the years of effort. Overnight success exists only in perception. It's years of invisible work finally meeting visibility. I think this is actually some good news, because when you think about it, you don't need to be perfect at the start. You just need to be able to show up and make imperfect content, to learn, to iterate, because every small video you make, every risk you take, every draft you improve, you're basically building what looks like magic to somebody else. And one day when your time comes, it'll feel sudden to people watching your video. They're gonna think that, oh, you got viral out of nowhere. I wanna be like you. But in your head, you understand that it took years of growth and experience to get there. The journey is yours. The years you spent learning, experimenting, and creating quietly, that was your foundation that nobody else knows about. So in the end, Don't go chasing illusions. Don't get sold a fake system promising a shortcut. Don't compare your day one to someone else's 10 years. Real success is slow, real success is patient, real success is yours. All you gotta do is show up today, create imperfect content, be able to want to learn, and practice persistence. And one day when you finally make it, when people see the results, they'll call it overnight's work, but you'll be the one to know how long it actually took. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Definitely comment below if you enjoyed this topic or want me to talk about something else. And guys, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos, and I hope to see you guys around. Goodbye for now.